In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college football games happening on October 8, 2022, and providing you with team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Tennessee versus LSU. This Saturday, the Tennessee Volunteers and the LSU Tigers will match up in the 6th week of the 2022 college football season. Kickoff will be inside Tiger Stadium. Both of these teams have started the year strong, as they are coming into this game after a big win. The Tennessee Volunteers are coming into this one after taking down the Florida Gators. Tennessee's offense showed that they could consistently move the ball against a Southeastern Conference opponent, as they ended up scoring 38 points. They will need their offense to stay humming if they want to challenge the Tigers on the road. The LSU Tigers are entering this one after taking down Auburn 21-17. The Tigers' defense showed that they were no joke, as they made it very difficult for Auburn to move the ball. They will need their defense to step up even more in this one if they want to continue this great start to the 2022 college football season. The Volunteers are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 conference games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games in October. The Tigers are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games in October. The over is 13-3 in Volunteers' last 16 games overall. The under is 4-1 in Tigers' last 5 games overall. The Volunteers are 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 meetings. The road team is 6-0-2 against the spread in their last 8 meetings. LSU getting any points at Tiger Stadium is a very tempting proposition. However, I feel that Tennessee's offense has been exceptional while LSU's has been underperforming. Hooker, who became only the 2nd Tennessee QB to throw for over 300 yards and run for over 100 yards, is becoming a bigger threat by the week. It's never easy to win at Tiger Stadium, and you can argue the LSU Tigers are the more balanced team here, given their success on defense. The issue is the Tennessee Volunteers are highly explosive offensively, and it won't take much to put LSU behind the 8 ball. Also, LSU is fresh off a physical road game against Auburn, while the Vols have had an extra week to prepare for this game. The rest is probably the key edge in this spot for me to lean toward Tennessee. So the Tennessee Volunteers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This Tennessee defense is better than people expect, and they will make it very difficult for the Tigers in this game. LSU only scored 21 points on Auburn last week, as I see them struggling again in this one. The Volunteers are allowing the 29th least amount of points per game, and they are great against the run. They will force the Tigers to move the ball through the air, as the Tigers have continued to lean on the run this season. Tennessee will also struggle to score at different times of this game, as this LSU defense has shown that they are for real this season. They won't completely shut them down, as Tennessee will still take care of business in this game. But they won't allow the Vols to explode on the scoreboard. They are allowing the 15th least amount of points per game and the 19th least amount of yards. They will make it difficult on Tennessee at different times in this game. These defenses are both better than people think, and they will leave their fingerprints all over this game. These teams have gone under in 3 of their last 4 meetings. LSU has been pretty steady lately, but the key has been their defense. They've allowed just 33 points in their last 3 games and have gone under in 4 of their last 5. The Tigers are allowing just 294 yards per game, and while Tennessee has had issues against the pass, they are very good against the run, ranking 21st in the nation. That is one of Tennessee's strength, and let's face it, while both teams are talented on both sides of the ball, we're not looking at a 10-3 game. This total is too high. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Purdue versus Maryland. Purdue travels to College Park to take on Maryland on Saturday from College Park. The Boilermakers are 1-1 in the Big Ten West after upsetting Minnesota 20-10 on the road last week as a 9-point dog. The Terps are coming off a 27-13 home win over Michigan State as a 7.5-point favorite to even their Big Ten East record at 1-1. These teams, who are from different divisions in the Big Ten, have not met since 2019. Purdue is 2-3 against the spread this season, with a 1-1 record on the road. The over is 5-1 in Purdue's last 6 games versus a team with a winning record. Maryland is 4-1 against the spread this season, with a 2-1 record at home. Both teams are battle-tested, and neither is content with taking another step backward in a crucial spot on their respective schedules. While not traditional rivals, Purdue versus Maryland should provide one of the more evenly matched, exciting games to watch in Big Ten play this year. I'm more interested in the quarterback showdown, which should provide some highlights this Saturday. To keep the quarterbacks in check, these defenses will need to make their impact felt, though Maryland, in particular, has something to prove, particularly with its pass defense. Jones has proven to be an excellent weapon for the Boilermakers since transferring from Iowa, and it's easy to see now why he decided to make that move. The former walk-on has been everything Purdue could have hoped for in its offensive system, and his talent could provide mismatches all afternoon. On the other side, Maryland boasts a few explosive offensive players of its own. Besides, Purdue's defense benefited from Minnesota's depleted offensive attack, which was without star running back Mohamed Ibrahim and its leading receiver, Chris Autman-Bell. Tagovailoa has been efficient, to say the least, this season. O'Connell, on the other hand, was clearly not performing like his usual self against Minnesota and could be closer to 100% this week, but that's not guaranteed. So the Maryland Terrapins to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Maryland could expose Purdue as a defensive fraud, but I don't expect the results to be too shocking. If the Terrapins are on their game, there should be more mismatches on the field than Purdue saw at Minnesota. That's it. Just because Ibrahim and Autman-Bell were sidelined doesn't discount the fact that the Boilermakers stifled a Gophers offense that had outscored its first 4 opponents 183-24. At the end of the day, 59.5 is a high total for this matchup. We're not going to see O'Connell at his healthiest, and the Terrapins have fought hard defensively the last 2 games, even if the stats don't show it. The Terps had a pick-6 overturned on a questionable call against the Spartans and were better than the box score suggests against Michigan. In the first half against U of M, the Terps botched the opening kickoff, giving the Wolverines the ball at the Terrapins' 10-yard line. They also led by 3 points late in the first half before Michigan running back Blake Corum ran 33 yards up the middle on a 4th and 1 play. Those were Michigan's only 2 touchdowns in the half. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Purdue versus Maryland. The Texas Longhorns are currently 3-2 this season and are coming off of a 38-20 home win over the West Virginia Mountaineers. Sophomore quarterback Hudson Card had an excellent game as he finished going 2-1 of 2-7 for 303 yards with 3 passing touchdowns. The Oklahoma Sooners have been doing decently well throughout the beginning of the season with a 3-2 record and are looking forward to returning to play at the Cotton Bowl here on Saturday afternoon. They are riding a 2-game losing streak after a 55-24 road loss against the TCU Horned Frogs. Junior quarterback Dylan Gabriel finished going just 7 of 16 for 126 yards through the air and 2 carries for 0 yards on the ground before exiting the game with a head injury. Texas is 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall and 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 conference games, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 games in October. Oklahoma is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 neutral site games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following an against the spread loss, while the over is 4-0 in their last 4 games against a team with a winning record. I get the reasoning for Texas being favored here, with the game on a neutral field and Oklahoma stumbling in their last couple of games, especially on defense, which was the one area where Oklahoma needed to improve. It did look like maybe Brent Venables fixed that, but now there are legitimate questions. That being said, this is a rivalry of rivalries, and 8 of the last 9 meetings have been decided by 1 score, including 4 of which that were decided by 5 points or less. In a rivalry game, this is way too many points to lay with Texas. I expect the Oklahoma defense to show a little more fight here, and whoever is starting under center is going to find success against the Longhorns' defense. It might not be the prettiest game though. I honestly think this could be a 4-point game or tighter, whichever way you see it going. So the Oklahoma Sooners to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams have shown the ability to move the chains throughout the year, as the Longhorns are averaging 417.4 yards per game, while the Sooners are averaging 481.4 total yards per game this season. In the previous 2 games for both teams, the defense has struggled, as Texas is allowing 28.5 points per game, while Oklahoma is giving up a whopping 48 points per game. Both teams have shown the ability to move the football and give up points. Let's face it, this is normally a high-scoring game. Last year, there were 103 points scored and 98 points the year before. Even with their quarterback issues, Oklahoma has enough talent at running back and wide receiver to put up 24 to 30 points. The problem is that their defense is capable of allowing 50-plus points again. That pass defense will be dissected by Ewers or Card or both. On the other hand, Texas isn't at home, and they did allow 37 points to a pedestrian Texas Tech team that can't run the football. The over has hit in 5 of the previous 7 Longhorns games following a victory, as well as in 5 of the last 6 Sooners neutral site games. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.